Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another neighborhood highlight. Today I'm out here actually in Branson Canyon, one of Branson's hidden gems, short-term rental development that was developed about 15-16 years ago. This place really, in essence, is one that goes not talked about enough. I will tell you that because they're older, people tend to overlook them because of all of Branson's newer nightly rental developments. This is the OG Branson nightly rental development that was around long before Airbnb, and it's got a lot of perks and benefits: location, amenities, the style, and very well established. I want to show you around here, so stick around. I'm going to show you one of my favorite neighborhoods to invest here in Branson Canyon. Hey, welcome back, you guys. My name's Jason with Great Branson Homes, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please make sure you click the like button and hit the subscribe for all future videos. If you are into Branson short-term rental, you're in the right place. Today, I'm out here in Branson Canyon. This is one of my favorite neighborhoods that I like to take people out on when they're first discovering all the different places there are, because there are a lot, right? Actually in the middle of a tornado watch, so hopefully we can get most of this wrapped up today before the weather gets too bad. For sure, if we start getting rained on, we might postpone this for a better day, but no one can question my determination, all right? I really wanted you to get some boots on the ground views of some of these neighborhoods. So I'm starting to try to make more time to do videos like this where you can actually see the neighborhoods for yourself and determine if it might be a place where you and your family want to stay as a second home or to have guests come and stay. Branson Canyon kind of checks off both of those boxes. You'll see here in a little bit, I'll show you the clubhouse, the pools, and all the perks of living and investing out here in Branson Canyon. It's back probably in '09, right around when the crash happened. A lot of these lots got left undeveloped, and so you'll see a mixed bag of the older units and some of the more newer ones that were probably just before COVID. 4-5 bedroom at the smallest, all the way up to 7 and 8 bedrooms are available here. Craftsman style build on all of them, usually 2-story. A lot of them have hot tubs, but really wide open vaulted ceiling layouts that a lot of people really love. They are very worn. I will tell you, that's probably one of the cons to investing out here versus one of the newer developments, is that it's got character. It's got some history to them. All of the walls, the paint's got some scuff. Chairs probably are maybe a little rickety. The furniture and some of the beds, even carpets in a lot of the places. I know a lot of people are getting away from carpet, but there is a lot of carpet here in Branson Canyon, and it's worn. A lot of the other amenities that you'll find inside, hot tubs, decor, and things might be a little dated compared to some of the other more modern places that you'll see around Table Rock Lake, but they still rent out amazing. I would say on average, on a baseline for Branson Canyon, and of course it's very dependent on the bedrooms that you own, but I'd say 15 grand per bedroom is a good formula to be able to calculate what you can gross out here. So 7 and 8 bedrooms, are probably going to hit you up upwards of 95 to 110 grand. And you can self-manage here. That's probably another pro. Owning out here is that you're not bound to one certain management company. You can use a third party, or you can self-manage. There's no other hidden fee, no resort fee that you have to pay to have access to the amenities if you self-manage. And I think that's another thing that kind of are not understood from people who looking in the Branson area. It's hard to find places that have zero restrictions on management. And something to be said, I think, for places who have a good system. They've got on-site maintenance, cleaners that they trust and know that are going to create a more universal experience across the board. They also charge quite a bit more than some of the other third-party private managers around. You see kind of behind me is the clubhouse. There's a kids playground, the outdoor pool. They added another outdoor pool a few years ago. Actually, I think we're coming on, yeah, this Streamside Drive close to the entrance. This first one here behind me on the corner, we sold that one about 4 or 5 years ago. I guess it was right after COVID. And kind of get a feel for all of the architecture of these, the shingle and hardy board sidings. Some of them have stone accents. Almost all of them, though, have a cute little front porch. And it is hilly. I'm kind of out of breath trying to trek through here today because I'm honestly not in the best of shape to be doing all of these vlog style videos, but I'm working on it. So for sure, if parking is probably one of the other downsides, you only get 2 parking spaces per lot. There's some overflow parking out by the clubhouse, but you can kind of where majority of these are built with just 2 cars in mind, and you might have 5, 8 bedrooms that are sleeping 18 to 20 plus people in them. Obviously, not all of them are going to be able to fit inside of 2 cars. So that is one thing. It's not all universal, same size parking for everybody. That's a very common feedback that I get from a lot of people that invest out here, is that these nightly rental developments don't really think about parking. It's more of an afterthought, really, once you get all of the units up and going. One other pro that I would say Branson Canyon is the landscaping, which is taken care of by the HOA, which you go into some of these newer developments, the landscaping might just be rock bed, gravel, or something out front to keep anybody from having to mow out front. These you actually get a little bit of a yard. It is, you know, the HOA, so it's community owned. You're basically buying the footprint of the property, and then everything else that's on the outside of the footprint of the home belongs to the HOA. Exterior maintenance and upkeep is the responsibility of each owner, just like a normal single family home, which that also brings me to another great perk of investing out in Branson Canyon, is that trying to get a second home loan would definitely be doable here. Like I said, just trying to get 30-year fixed financing is much easier if this is, especially if it's going to be one of your first investments. If you don't own other Airbnbs in other markets, would highly recommend looking at Branson Canyon as one of your first investments, because they have really great track history. Here comes the rain. Oh my gosh. Got proven rental history here, great performance. I've got numbers on several years before, after COVID on these. If you're interested, comment numbers down in the comments below, and we'll connect, and I will send you some P&Ls that I have. Hey, so we're in luck. I actually just got a notification to be able to get a code to get inside one of these today. Let me just show you while I'm standing out here in the front. This is Bellhaven. This is a 225 Foggy Bay Lane. I see it behind me. It's a 7-bedroom, 7-bath, a little over 3,300 square feet, and it's for sale. So you guys actually get to come inside and take a look at one of these. And I think just got a text that we can go check out another one here. So we're in luck. I was hoping that we'd be able to actually get inside and see some of these today. So this one is actually for sale right now as of the taping of this video. It's January 2026. So if you're watching this in very near and you're interested, this one could be yours for the price of $749,500. Again, this is a 7-bedroom. I'll get the code here and I'll take you inside. Some lights on here. Look at these beams. Clean my camera off a little bit. Sorry, you guys, because of the rain. Okay, that's better. Sorry, rain has got my camera all jacked up. Here's the back porch. It overlooks the basketball court here. Plenty of seating. You've got an island. A lot of them have granite countertops. They've been updated over the years. This is actually one of the newer ones that I was telling you about. Nice cabinets. I love the real wood, those knots in them. Very cool. Stainless steel appliances. Everything is stocked and ready to go. There you go. Welcome to Bellhaven. So I saw looks like 2023, 2024 were between 100 and 124,000 gross on the P&L that they've got in the MLS. They've even got some numbers from 2020 and 2021, which I haven't looked at those, but I'm imagining that those are probably a lot higher. You know, the bookings have been periodically starting to soften as far as like revenues, rental rates. Everything's getting more competitive around Branson. It's like places. So a lot of people kind of COVID numbers, and we're all excited. And you start getting into 23, 24, and then numbers start kind of these peak years, and then people are a bit frustrated because they're not doing the numbers that they saw on 2020 and 2021 bookings. That's just not realistic to expect that a property is going to continue booking like it was during those deep pandemic years when everybody and their dog was trying to get out of the coastal big city areas and to the Midwest and vacation. Branson honestly really had a huge benefit because of our location in the Midwest and being a like that with all of these Airbnbs around. That was honestly the huge boom. There's the HVAC, laundry, full-size laundry versus like having a stackable is huge bonus. All right, so we've got nice king beds. Check out the bathroom here. So for sure, like early on the bathrooms with fiberglass tubs and showers, but still very nice. There's some nice tile. Looks like they updated that at some point. And then your walk-in closet, which you don't get a lot of that in other newer nightly rental developments. Closet space usually goes by the wayside in the newer ones. Really still concentrating on having it feel very homey. You know, the perks of having a nice vacation home, not just strictly for nightly rental, you know, stretch out and be able to enjoy. There's company, and I mean, this bedroom really well done. There's a closet there, and there's glass. Now there's the 2 bedrooms that we saw on the main. You've got a downstairs here and upstairs up there. Let's see some of these bedrooms. Get a light on somewhere, somehow. There we go. Got a little closet here. I mean, all this space in these bedrooms. Little sitting area. Huge. bedroom up here. And another one, same here. Got a little vanity there, kind of on the other side here. And then your closet there. And your shower and your toilet's tucked away. There's the light. There we go. Okay. Downstairs, there's 2 up there, 2 on the main. So there's going to be 3 down. So look, you got poker table, foosball, a second living area, this huge entertainment space here, then another back patio over here. What does that say? Adventure. And a little patio up there, the owner's closet there. All right, here's the bunk room. Sweet. Yeah, I can put 2, 4, 5, 6 in here. This sleeps 22 guests, and looks like Jack and Jill bathroom here. Wow, keeps on going. Yeah, another room on this side. Huge, all this space. I love those stairs. Go up to the top bunks, and then another bedroom here. Closet. All right, so that's the 7-bedroom. Let's see, put you guys in another one here. All right, this is another 7-bedroom on the market for $837 at Deep Forest. So let's go take a look at that one, and then we'll wrap up our tour of Branson Canyon. All right, I'll turn off all these lights and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Okay, they're getting a little relentless. We're gonna wrap this one up with this other here behind me. So this is the one, I know I told you we're gonna see another 7-bedroom, but basically the same layout as the one that we just saw. So I wanted to show you this 6-bedroom here, Streamside. This is 166. Streamside also for sale. This one is only $689 and 6-bed, 4-bath. I think a little over 2,700 square feet. And I'll take you inside so you can kind of, all these have so many different layouts, but a lot of them will have basically kind of this, you have one main master on the main level, and we'll have bedrooms upstairs with baths and bedrooms downstairs. This one is just a main level and upstairs. So I'll take you inside and we'll take a look around. Here comes the rain again. It's just like getting nuts. All right, let's go. Before I get completely soaked, I don't want to track much of water through the house. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys need to leave me some love down in the comments for being out in the rain, showing you guys property. So I do love the porches here in Branson Canyon. That's a perk to owning out here. The newer places, you're probably not going to get as much space out on your front porch. They don't go through the lengths of designing them that way anymore. The lumber that they bring in for the construction on these older units is not the same as you're gonna see in more of the builder grade, newer 9-dimensional subdivisions. So I do appreciate that. I mean, these beams here and the stone facade on all these really adds a very unique touch compared to a lot of the materials that you'll see. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of this is hardy board fascia, you know, front. But inside you'll see the big beams like what we saw on the other one that I showed you guys. I can get back in here, kind of time this out. I'm gonna wipe my feet a little bit so we don't get rain all inside this place. All right, take you guys in and show you around here. So you've got, again, another huge vaulted ceilings, this huge floor to ceiling stone fireplace, big dining table area there. There's a closet here for the HVAC, utility closet there, laundry. This is just a coat closet here, yeah. Okay, bath off here for the guests, and bedroom right there. Gorgeous engineered hardwood floors. Here's your kitchen. Lots of seating here at the island. More of the same, what we saw with the kitchen. Now, this one's built in 2019, so this is not one of your almost 20-year-old units that you'll see in most of the rest of the place here. This is an awesome screened-in porch. No hot tub on this one. Got your graphite sink. Everything usually on these is sold completely turnkey, fully furnished. So you've got a business is ready to go for you, and established. A lot of times people book well in advance out here in Branson Canyon. Another perk to owning out here. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier, is you will see just the scuffing from these chairs being backed up over time. You see that a lot in these types of units. Even this one's only 7 years old now. Gosh, 2019 does not seem like it was 7 years ago. You can see like just stuff, normal wear and tear. You got 2 water heaters there. This would be the master bedroom. Carpet is another thing, like I was telling you. This has got, you know, staging here. It's got some tread on it. And a humongous wide open bathroom, jetted tub, walk-in shower, owner's closet there, and your private toilet. All right, so we saw that master and the bedroom in here. I showed you that one already. I think I showed you this one already. Yeah, let's go upstairs. Now up here, you got another living area, put a game room up in here. A lot of people do that. And you got split off 2 bedrooms and a bath on this side and the same on the other side. These are all king beds, fit comfortably. Nice big tall ceilings in here too. See these, I will say that this beam is a pieced front, you know, one solid log, but still looks gorgeous. There's your second bedroom, you know, from like the mid 2000s. That's something that I probably would switch out for something a little more modern. Just keeping it real. Yeah, bathroom, and then your other 6th bedroom right here, closet there. So yeah, that's another style of layout here in Branson Canyon. And yeah, this one again for $639. Just let me double check that. I don't want to misquote you. $689. Sorry, but you know, like an offer. This one is a newer listing. Been on the market 38 days as of January 8th when we're shooting this. So I don't know when you're watching this, but reach out to me if you are interested in any of these units that we've showcased today. While I'm about it, I want to give a huge shout out to Miss Kelly Worley in our office at EXP Realty for letting us see this listing, and the other one on Foggy Bay Lane, Miss Tracy Lightfoot with Ozark Mountain Realty Group. Huge thank you to letting me pop in and showcase your listings, but really wanted you to get a feel for what Branson Canyon is all about. I wish that we could have shot this in the summertime. Maybe we can come back later in the season when everything is up and running and be able to really give you an idea of, you know, the down there when everybody's here. I mean, we're fat middle of the off season, so there is, you know, hardly anybody, which is great whenever I am doing video tours, because they're hard to get into during the peak season because they're booked up. Occupancy levels here will be around the 55% mark and up in Branson Canyon because they're so well established. Another reason why I love this area out here. The dues have started to go up. Taxes are climbing because of property values climbing. So keep that in mind. If you want info on any of these listings out here in Branson Canyon, whenever you're watching this video, just reach out to me. I'm going to put my contact number right down here at the bottom of the screen. I love it when you guys send me text messages, emails. I'll put both of them right down here, down below. If you want to set up some time to just do a Zoom consultation, pick my brain a little bit, I'm all about it. I'll put my Calendly link down in the description below so you can book some one-on-one time with me. But I hope that you found this a little insightful. I'll include it on future videos that we're going to be doing. Top 10 places to invest in Branson. Branson Canyon is definitely on my list. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Jason with Great Branson Homes. Follow me for the local truth and not the hype.